decision to change the COVID-19 guidance on wearing face masks. As COVID cases surge again, there's been talk on whether to change the current recommendations. They are that fully vaccinated people don't need to wear a face mask. Fire crews are still battling out west. Oregon's bootleg fire grew to 624 square miles, but authorities say higher humidity is allowing crews to improve their fire lines. The Tamarack fire continues to spread from California into Nevada. This man had to flee his home.
There's a mountain right behind my house, and the fire was coming right down, and so I don't know if my house is there or not.
A new poll finds about 8 in 10 Americans favor plans to increase funding for roads, bridges, and water supplies, but the AP NORC survey finds they're divided on how to pay for it. This is AP News.
I'm looking forward to a play date with my granddaughter.
Nana!
I can't wait to get together with my friends for a backyard barbecue.
If you're 65 or older, you're starting to get back to doing things you love. Did you know even healthy adults 65 and older are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia? It's a potentially serious bacterial lung disease that can disrupt your life for weeks. Help protect yourself with the Prevnar 13 pneumococcal 13 valent conjugate vaccine, diphtheria CRM 197 protein. Prevnar 13 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 13 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Prevnar 13 does not protect against all strains of the disease. Ask your doctor or pharmacist today about Prevnar 13. Learn more at Prevnar13.com. Don't get Prevnar 13 if you have had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with a weakened immune system may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most commonly reported side effect was pain at the injection site. For additional common side effects and full prescribing information, please call 1-866-694-9300 or visit Prevnar13.com.
AP Radio News, brought to you by Brown Nissan of Del Rio on KWMC Classic Hits 1490 AM, Del Rio, Texas.
Spectacular deals for you at Brown Nissan of Del Rio. Right on the price, right on the corner, 2300 Veterans Boulevard. Come take a look at their new car department. They've got the all-new Nissan Rogue, or you can come see the all-new Nissan Altima, or the new Nissan Titan. All this at Brown Nissan of Del Rio. And if you're not looking for a new car, remember they've got their used car department. Also, if you're not looking to buy a car but you'd like to sell your car, Brown Nissan will do that too. Just give them a call at 775-0566 or visit them at 2300 Veterans Boulevard. You can also take a look at their inventory at brownnissandelrio.com. Brown Nissan of Del Rio, reminding everybody to please keep safe. Land of the free, home of the brave.
At this time,
KWMC
Classic Hits KWMC 1490 presents The Huddle, the show where we debate local, collegiate, and professional sports. We invite you to call us at the studio at 830-775-3544 or 775-3591, or drop a comment on our live Facebook stream to express your views and opinions on our topics on The Huddle. So now, ready? Break.
Ahora sí. Man, that theme song y'all haven't heard in a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while, Del Rio. I'd like to welcome everybody back to the Huddle, man. First and foremost, I'd like to thank everybody who reached out to us. Hey, where's the Huddle? You know what? It's the Daniel. Daniel was busy. You're busy. Yeah. A lot of Pee Wee games going on, Little League. A lot of things. So definitely, I couldn't. We couldn't bring this, but now we're back.
We're back, ready
now.
to get going.
So definitely, let alone, I'm glad that they say, hey, where's the king of sports?
There you go.
They're like, where's the king of sports? I'm like, I ando, and I gotta say this first, okay? I'm gonna, you know what? I could mute or hide this screen on my stream till we have our guests. Well, first and foremost, I'd like to thank my brother in Christ, Michael, for joining me on the Huddle. Daniel and Rob couldn't make it, so definitely they'll be here hopefully next week. Daniel, andan vacaciones?
Vacaciones,
Vaca-
man. No, hombre. You already cut all the hair in Del Rio.
He cut all the hair, dijo, yeah. Rob dijo, you know what? I'm going to leave you a quarter of Del Rio to
There you
cut
go.
hair. That should be all right. But definitely a lot to talk about. You know, we got new champs of the NBAs.
Go Bucks.
You know, baseball, man, if you guys have been catching that, it's taking off. There's a lot of hometown sports going on. It's a lot of football, just the fall sports, just around the season too, brother. So definitely
around the corner.
A lot of stuff going on. I know we're trying to reach a couple of people. I believe we have a boxing superstar somewhere.
I'm trying to get Mr. The Panterita.
The
as they call him,
Panterita.
Jesus Martinez. I'm trying to get him on either this week or maybe next week. Hopefully we can talk about it. He just won his 14th national championship over the weekend.
What?
14th national champion. He was, I guess it was a gold medal in the Junior Olympics this past weekend that he did. So congratulations to him. Hopefully we'll be able to talk to him later on today or next week. I did reach out to him kind of late, so that's on me. But we'll try to get him either later on today or tomorrow or next week.
El Pantarita. I wonder why they say Pantarita.
Hey, that's the first thing we're going to ask him from.
I'm going to ask him, is it going to be like a Wakanda Forever type
There you
thing?
go.
There you go. ¿Dónde está el Pantarita? Hopefully, definitely the studio, the phone lines are open to you, Pantarita. Definitely we want to showcase all of our local sports. Definitely like to thank the Del Rio Little League for inviting us over the summer and broadcasting that. Definitely shout out to as many people as we can on Facebook. Definitely Miss Dorothy Joseph. Nice seeing you again. Miss Alice Williams. Miss Alice. Oh, yes. Real quick, Miss Alice. The other day I messaged her that I wanted some figs that she had on Facebook. She didn't message me back.
She ghosted you.
She ghosted me, Alice.
Come on, Miss Williams.
Ándale, Miss Alice. No, but definitely, guys, you know what? Great program. I'm going to kick it off real quick. Off the question, right to the back. Fear the deer, the Giannis Antetokounmpo.
That was good. You practiced.
Yeah, I did. Antetokounmpo dropped 50. He dropped 50 and got him the ship. Do you think they deserved it? I'll let you go before I go on my...
You know what? At the beginning of the series, my coworker asked me, he said, hey, who do you got, Suns or Bucks? And I went with the Suns because Chris Paul, you know, he's been in the league forever. He deserves a chance at the championship. He deserves a championship. He's that good of a player. Mm-hmm. And then we talked about it, and I told him, you know what? The only way the Bucks are going to win is Giannis has to put this team on his back. And
he hit it. Yeah, and hit it.
He did it. He got the championship that he promised whenever he got drafted. There was quotes and tweets that he put out that said he was never going to leave the Bucks until he won a championship the right way and this and that, you know. But these were dated 2016, 2014. So he's keeping his promise, you know, bringing the championship to Milwaukee.
The right way.
The right way. And again, he said that after the game. He said, I didn't do it with the super team. He said, that would have been too easy. So I did it this way. I did
I'm
it
going
the
to stay
hard
quiet
way.
right now when you say super team.
Hey, man. There's a lot of super teams out there
I
that
know.
didn't make it as far as the Suns and Bucks did.
They didn't make it far enough because they got hurt. Okay.
Hey, everybody gets hurt.
Okay.
Giannis got hurt.
Yes.
And he came back to play.
Yes. You know,
other guys like Kawhi got hurt, didn't come back to play.
Yeah.
And other players that got hurt and they said, you know what, let me just sit back because I want to worry about the rest of my career and worry about the rest of my millions of dollars instead of getting this championship.
Millions of dollars, pues aquí un ratillo aquí.
That's what I'm saying.
But you know what? Real quick, brother, I'm gonna mention something. When it goes to the Bucks, hats off to them. They did, the best that they could. They got there, with what the weapons they had. A super team, no, they didn't assemble one. But you know what? Chris Middleton is a superstar.
Oh yeah.
Without
definitely.
Chris Middleton, brother, what?
Without Chris Middleton, they wouldn't have gotten that far.
No.
He was the linchpin, I guess. Giannis was the driving the cart.
Yeah.
Giannis was the keeping the team together. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, Giannis. Middleton was the keeping the team together. And along with other guys, there's a lot of guys on there that PJ Tucker, who played with Houston for a long time. Mm-hmm. And then the coach, Mike Budenholzer, who was an assistant with the Spurs for a long time, went to Atlanta, got fired from there, had another opportunity in Milwaukee. He built this team and got their championship. I'm a diehard Spurs fan. So, when I see Coach Bud on there, Bryn Forbes, who was a former Spurs player, getting a ring, I'm happy for those guys.
Oh, yeah, definitely, by all means.
PJ Tucker went to UT, so he's también from University of Texas.
Texas
so
rep.
guys that, bring the championship, get to bring it home, to their families, man. So that's awesome. Congratulations to the Milwaukee Bucks. They definitely deserve it. I think this is Giannis's, so far, his defining moment and what's going to make him that Hall of Famer. He's already got a resume. He's MVP, Defensive Player of the Year. Now he's Finals MVP, champion. This is just the beginning for him.
So check this out. So definitely, I really think that obviously they came back from a 2-0 to come back, winning 6.
Yeah.
Great run. Like you said, there's other Spurs on there, but here's the but. I'm not saying about the rear end, but I'm saying the but is given if the Slim Reaper had a better Harden, a better Kyrie. Do you think they would still been at where they're at right now?
I mean, if Giannis had a better Middleton and a better Tucker and a better this and that, they would beat everybody. I mean, you can't really go with that.
No.
You know what I mean?
How are you putting Middleton in the class of
You just said Middleton is a superstar.
Yeah, no, not a superstar, but not that caliber to be there. You know what I mean?
That's the thing that Middleton doesn't have to be, though, because all he has to do is be in Durant's way to stop Durant from scoring. Instead of 30 points, 20 points, because Giannis is going to get his 50 or 40 or whatever it is. All he has to do is be that guy to get in the way and stop Durant from scoring 30 or 40 points. He doesn't have to cancel him out 30 for 30.
No.
He can't do that.
And going back to that series of the Nets, it was this much. This much right here.
It's like Toretto said, man, doesn't matter if it's an inch or a mile. Winning is winning.
It doesn't matter if it's an inch or a mile. A win is a win.
There you go.
Jesus, you had to throw it back to Dominic Toretto.
Hey.
Dominic Toretto to take the win. So definitely, you know what, brother? I was pulling for the Suns.
Me too. Again, like I said, I picked them to
I wanted the Valley.
Yeah, I don't think they've ever won a championship. They were never that close until Barkley and Marley were in the team.
Even with Barkley, I don't think they got as far as.
I think they got to the finals, if I'm not mistaken, but they lost.
Oh,
Jordan.
Did they?
I think they lost to either
Detroit,
maybe Detroit, or even Jordan. No, because Jordan beat. Who did Jordan beat in the finals?
It might, yeah. Jordan beats everybody.
He beat everybody in the finals. They never lost in the finals.
He beats everybody in the finals.
I want to say it was they got to the finals and lost, or they probably lost to the Rockets or something like that in the years that the Rockets won the championship.
I don't know. I really liked, but you know what? Going back, I kind of felt que nos echó la sal Charles Barkley. Nos echó la sal. He really nos puso en mal. I was like, man, Suns at work they were betting. They were like, they were betting money plus push-ups. I'm like, I'll bet money, but not push-ups. Right there, David, if you're watching or hearing me, there you go. There's your little 5 seconds of fame. They did push-ups. I was like, no, but whenever I saw on TNT inside the NBA that Charles Barkley put the guarantee on the Milwaukee. I said, really? That's it?
That's it. Bro.
That's it? Ya pa' qué? Their own son's doing that.
Giannis, man. Giannis just stepped up. Giannis did what he had to do. And again, he's caught a lot of bad, I guess, publicity or bad vibes. Because previously he lost because he missed free throws. He lost because he missed jumpers at the end, last minute gaming shots, passing the ball when he should have kept the ball and shot it. He hadn't had that moment of let's finish this and get the win. And I mean, look at that last game. He not only did he score 50 points, but his weakest part of his game is free throws, and he went, I think, 16 of 17 from the free throw, which is his average is less than 60%.
Well,
on free throws, and he went
given
5%.
Given the time he takes to throw a free throw, you know how he takes time.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is his overall average was in like the 60%.
Yeah.
And in this one game where he knew he had to win, because chances are if you go to the 7, you're not going to win.
Yeah.
But he knew we had to close it out, or they had to close it out, and he missed one free throw the whole game. Maybe 2 at the end. He missed the one that didn't really count.
When you got as much time to throw in a free throw, like as much time as you have that we wait on Veterans Boulevard on the stop sign between Bridal Galleria and Veterans Boulevard, that stop sign takes forever. I think that's what Giannis throws, but I don't know. I say next year it's a different thing. You got the Slim Reaper.
Oh yeah.
You got the other fantastic 3 guys that are gonna make that super team happen. It's just a question of health. Okay. biggest thing. Obviously, the finals happen. Then your good old Space Jam #2, LeBron James, Queen James.
Have you seen the movie yet?
About Queen James?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
No, I don't want to see it. One, I don't like LeBron. Two, I already heard that it's not very good.
You know what?
But it's already made like 260 million, so I'm pretty sure people are seeing it to see it. But
they're seeing it.
They're seeing it again.
You know what? I won't see it again.
Yeah, I probably won't even.
I won't see it
unless
again.
my son gets home tonight and says, "Dad, can we watch the basketball movie?" Because he doesn't know anything about the Looney Tunes. He doesn't know anything about LeBron James. So he says, "Can we watch the cartoon movie?" I'll watch it, but I don't say I'm not gonna go in.
But give him a
watch it myself,
Roblox
you know.
jam, entonces
Right,
sí,
there you
a
go.
Roblox jam. Maybe
If there was a
somebody
Roblox movie, we'll be watching it 3 times a day.
three or four times a day. But you know, when it comes to basketball, you know, I know, like I said, we haven't done the show, so there's a lot to catch up on. LeBron James tweeted that the finals or playoffs, Western Conference and finals is not the same because of the shortened length of rest they had, and then they got hurt. They're like, oh, I think he tweeted and said, hey, there's so many teams or so many superstars missing because of injury, because of a short off season, and they shouldn't do that. I personally think no tiene que ver nada de eso. When you get hurt, you get hurt. It doesn't matter.
My thing is, whenever all these regulations for this season came out, he was for it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's one of the player representatives for the teams or whatever. He was all for it. So now at the end, because he lost, he's going to be complaining. I don't know. It's not. That's not something that he should be doing, because all the players agreed to this. Like before the season started, the MBPA or whatever, the Players Association, because they're unionized, right? So they have to agree to all these things. It got voted on. So all the players agreed to this. They can't be complaining about, oh, we didn't have enough time, we all got hurt, this and that. Everybody had injuries. It just depends on how you respond. Like I said, Giannis hyperextended his knee. He missed half a game.
He missed a half a game.
He missed like half a game, and he was back in there because he knew, you know what, this is a championship that I might not ever have a chance to play for.
That's what I'm saying right there.
And again, a bunch of these guys. I mean, LeBron. I know he had probably more serious injury than just a hyperextended knee. Kawhi Leonard tore a ligament, so I know that's a serious injury. But again, some of these guys are getting hurt.
You're making me remember.
They're getting
the
hurt.
famous when he took that step behind.
Yeah.
Who was it?
Oh man, I don't remember.
All I know is that day in San Antonio, that evening in San Antonio.
That was the last time he ever played.
That's the last time he ever played, let alone I bet you anything. I can't remember what player that was had to have high security and got escorted out because of what happened. And
oh yeah, I know. It was man, because he's famous for it. He does it all the time. He gets underneath the basketball players.
Yeah, and he does. I mean, cheap. Yeah, and going back to that, we would have had another ship if it wasn't for that specific moment.
Yeah.
Because we were kicking rear end, dude.
And again, it's not my leg. You know, I shouldn't be talking about their injuries because injuries are pretty serious, right? But again, people compare, let's say, LeBron to Jordan and stuff like that. Like back in the day, guys were playing hurt all the time.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you think about Kobe playing hurt. He played a whole half on a torn ligament because he didn't want to, come out of the game and miss the free throws. Because if you miss the free throws, then you can't come back in. So he got up on a torn ACL, made the free throws, finished the game, and then he had surgery after the game. Yeah. That's the kind of toughness that these players don't show anymore.
Don't show no more. Okay,
I get it. They're worth a lot more millions they were back in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you're in it to win a championship,
you give it all.
You give everything you have.
And you know what I love about our people watching? Our good friend David said the Suns lost to the Bulls in '93.
That's right. Yeah. In the finals.
And
that's with Marley and Barkley, and that was the closest they got.
That's the closest they got, but who'd they lose to?
The greatest of all time.
Ahí está. But what I'm going at here is, you bring up injuries, you bring up all these things. A season is a season, a game is a game. As much as you protect, as much as you train, you are prone to get hurt. Yeah. I mean, it's sports, right?
Yeah, it's sports. I mean, I don't think I've ever met an athlete, even in just high school athletes, man, that have never gotten hurt.
Yeah.
Never sprained an ankle, never pulled a hamstring, nothing like that. So it happens. I mean, everybody goes through injuries. It sucks because to some people it happens more often.
Mm-hmm.
And some people respond, and you know what? I can deal with it. Ice me up, whatever, give me a shot, and I'll go play. And the rest, no, I need 6 weeks off. Like that's the difference where I see in somebody like Giannis and somebody like Kawhi, because Kawhi's going to take every other game off, and he's going to sit on the bench.
Ay, pura drama.
Exactly.
Pura drama. Okay, you guys want to...
Congratulations to Giannis.
To Giannis. Okay, he did good, but you want a clear example of what the basketball we miss? They brought it back. They brought it back on ESPN Plus, The Last Dance.
Oh, yeah.
There's an episode on there where Michael Jordan tells... he's playing really rough in a practice run with Kerr.
Yes.
And Phil Jackson's like, hey, calm down, Mike. Calm down.
Easy, yeah.
Take it easy. And Michael Jordan goes like, hey, Phil, when we go up against these Detroit people, when we go up against the Knicks, it's a physical game.
Yeah.
You tell me, could the Queen James beat on that team? Could you think Queen James in those times, in the 93 era, win a championship?
I don't know, man. Those times were notorious for not having ACs.
I know.
So they
not ACs.
And he cramps up. He's done.
He cramps up. Le pican el dedo. Y está así. Ya no puedo ser. I mean, he's on the floor crying.
Oh, man, he gets hurt so much. Sometimes they don't even touch him when he's on the ground.
Exactly.
Crying.
That's what I'm saying. But then you flip to the other side of sports. You got the College World Series of softball girls. You got a girl that got 3 dislocated fingers.
They just pop them into place.
I mean, they're like this, Del Rio. They got like this much, and she just pops them into play. Boom, back in.
Yep, back in the game.
That's why I say, I mean, for him to say, oh, those All-Stars are not there. Cálmate, Queen James.
I was happy that it was different teams. I was tired of seeing the Heat, the Lakers, the Clippers, the Warriors. I was tired of seeing the same 4 teams every year, every other year, whatever. I was happy that it was 2 teams that hadn't been there in a long time.
Yes. I mean, that, I do give it to you. I love that. Something different, generate different revenue.
That's why I like the NFL, because every year it's usually 2 or 3 different teams.
Híjole,
right? But every now and then there's that one fluke. Like a few years ago, it was the Raiders made the Super Bowl, and this was, early 2000s, right? But then all of a sudden, last year, I didn't expect the Bucks to make it to the... At the beginning of the season, I didn't expect the Bucks to make it to the playoffs, because it was a new team, a lot of new players. They won the championship, but out of nowhere, they weren't that good the year before.
No, but
obviously Tom Brady is Tom Brady, but that's a different conversation, right?
Hey,
but congratulations to the Bucks again. It was a great series.
Bucks again.
Again, like I said, this could be one of Giannis's defining moments in his career, man.
Oh, here we go, defining moments.
Hey, they happen.
Defining moments.
They happen, and you don't know till he's getting his little
Chick-fil-A Hall of Fame ring, and he went to Chick-fil-A afterwards. How much normal do you want, guys? I gotta pay some bills, but definitely, brother, that's a great conversation. I gotta end it. For him to go to a Chick-fil-A. And he got his, and with True Trophy, was it too?
Yeah, the two. He got the MVP
and the championship.
He was on, I guess, Instagram or something. Yeah. Like, I just stole the trophy from the organization, but I'm hungry. And he's in line at Chick-fil-A.
And you know how many nuggets he's bought?
He said he ordered 50, right?
50 for the drop 50.
Because it had been 50 years since Milwaukee won a championship.
Yeah.
So he's like, I need 50, not 51, not 49. I need 50 chicken wings.
Damn.
Hey, man.
Guys, we're getting... Tenía hambre. He always has a good, definitely. But I got to pay some bills. Definitely, we're going to be back with more Huddle. Why? We have some baseball. Baseball here, definitely traveling team.
Baseball's in the house.
Prime time, PTB.
PTB
in the house after these quick commercial breaks.
Puro tacuache, vamos a quemar las llantas,
Don't know where to go, Go to Arkwright Welding and Truck Accessories, where they got wheel and tire packages, lift kits, performance accessories, Line-X certified installers, also custom grill guards. Hit them up at Highway 90 West in Del Rio, or give them a call at 830-774-6058 with 3 major ways to purchase with no interest until 4 months. That's 4 months, 0 interest on all purchases. So get those tires burning, and go to Arkwright Welding and Truck Accessories.
Attention. Here is an important public service announcement. Your vehicle is worth more today than it was yesterday, last week, and even last month. Now's the time to trade or sell us your car at Brown Nissan of Del Rio. So now's the time to trade. Trade your vehicle in or simply sell it to us. Brown Nissan of Del Rio, 830-775-0566. Stop by today, 2300 Veterans Boulevard, or go online to brownnissandelrio.com.
With mortgage rates at an all-time low, it's time to open the door to your new home with Amistad Mortgage inside Amistad Bank. Voted #1 mortgage lender in Del Rio. Call Aida or Claudia to set up an appointment at 830-778-2528. Take advantage of the mobile app in your app store today for mobile banking needs. So bank smart, bank local, bank Amistad Bank in Del Rio.
Off-Road Recovery, located at 602 East 15th Street. Where there's no tire too big or too small, we do them all. Anytime, any place, and any size. We're on call 24/7. Off-Road Recovery is also a great place to get wheels and tires. So if your ride is down for the count, call Off-Road Recovery at 830-765-5851. Off-Road Recovery, 602 East 15th Street.
I'd like to thank all of our great sponsors of the huddle, but man, my stomach is growling. That means there's only one place I'm going. That's where you need to go. That's Buffalo Wings and Rings, located at 3600 Veterans Boulevard with the Korean chicken ringer. It's going to be your personal fave. It is my fave and guaranteed the fourth best thing you've had in your mouth. Also, nationally chosen michelada, coldest beer, margaritas on tap. So definitely hit them up, 3600 Veterans Boulevard here in Del Rio. Buffalo Wings and Rings offering curbside at 830-778-1297. All right, as we return back to the huddle, you know, one thing we love, and the whole model of the huddle when I first brought this out, is to showcase local sports. You know, local, obviously we talk about collegiate and professional, but with me today, definitely like to thank, and like we said it before commercial break, PTB, Prime Time Baseball is in the house. We got some young talent, some traveling team baseball. My brother Mike also, and I'd like to welcome everybody to the program here. Some young and brilliant, athletic, very well in shape, not like me. Not like me. Definitely. Coaches, look. Before you know what, I'm going to young gentleman here. Introduce your names out there to our huddle fans.
My name is Wilson Smith, and I play center field for PTB.
My name is Mario Soto, and I'm the shortstop for PTB.
Yeah, look, we got center and PTB in the house, and definitely why they're here is, like I said, local sports. Let alone you guys are putting, and I said this earlier, right? And I said you guys are putting Del Rio on the positive way on the map, showing that our athletes are able to compete in the big leagues. And it's good news coming out of Del Rio, other than immigration and anything else that's going on. Hotels full, but definitely what I love about this is that you guys take the time to come out here. And first and foremost, how is y'all's season going?
It's going pretty well. It's good being a team from a small town, not really being exposed to bigger teams out like in San Antonio, because the teams over there, they get players all around Texas. Yep. And we're a small town, and we're competing against these guys. You know,
these big organizations.
Yeah, these big organizations that have players around Texas. So.
Yeah, I mean, every tournament, you have coaches. Hey, what organization are y'all from? Y'all are from out of Houston. And we're like, no, we're from Del Rio. So just these border kids, just going out there and just playing the sport we love. Just trying to go out there and put Del Rio on the map.
What is the biggest thing, and I want to ask you this question, is as you go compete in these higher levels, you go into different towns, what type of level of competition are you up against now that you're like, man, something different? Have you encountered anything different?
Yeah, I mean, the pitching is way faster than what we've seen. I mean, maybe even through Ramball, I mean, I feel like I've never seen. I mean, this last team that we faced, the pitcher was throwing, like high 80s. I really haven't seen that. So it's definitely, something different.
So
go ahead. What kind of what age groups are you guys in right now?
We're 17, 18.
Okay. So I know I was talking to Coach Gomez the other day at a different location, and he was mentioning to me just the differences in facilities and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Where do you guys practice? I mean, do you guys have your own field?
Hogan
or?
Heroes.
Hogan Heroes,
Hogan
yeah.
Heroes,
Hogan Heroes, the park,
Yes,
the
sir.
street, donde dejan. George's
batting
coach.
cage.
Coach.
Coach George Avalos back here. We got Coach Adrian Gomez back
Ahí
here.
está Chemo, míralo, aquí para que
There he
míralo, ahí
is.
está, míralo. Ahí está Chemo ahí.
So yeah, so Coach Gomez here. He helped us out. He came and talked to us during one of the Little League games we did, the Babe Ruth game, which I think a couple of you guys were playing in that game. I don't know if you guys specifically, but a couple of the guys were playing. And I told him, we said, hey man, we got to get y'all on, man, because you guys play year round, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep.
Yeah, man. And how did y'all do? I think y'all just had a tournament this past weekend.
We've done multiple tournaments this summer. We just came back from one that was in the San Antonio Seguin area. We faced some tough competition. I mean, these organizations, like Mario was saying, they're well known all around Texas. Lone Star Baseball, Lights Out, the Sliders, those that are familiar with travel ball, those teams, they carry a big name. One is getting just the kids out there.
Yeah.
You know, letting them know that they can compete with the bigger talent, that they have just enough talent or more than some of the teams we're playing. So it's really an honor for George and I to really take these teams out of Del Rio and take these kids out of Del Rio and just show, Central Texas, where Del Rio is to begin with. Like Javier says, not just about the immigration. We do have talent down here. And, these two kids were part of the varsity team. Wilson was a starting center fielder for the Rams, and he's my starting center fielder for primetime. The kid's amazing. I definitely, if you follow our primetime baseball page, whoever's listening, please follow us on Facebook. We have a photographer that does an amazing job capturing moments, capturing pictures, and a couple of teammates named Wilson Superman. I mean, because he literally just flies to the ball.
Yeah,
there you go.
Mario, he's our shortstop. I've had the pleasure of coaching, Mario for about 3 years already, and he's a really good athlete. So our team is basically is built up of 13 kids, 11 of them from Del Rio, so it's all pretty much local talent, and 2 kids out of the San Antonio area that help us out. Other than that, I mean, it's all Del Rio. So it's fun. It's fun, and I'm glad these kids are part of it, and giving them a chance to maybe get a scholarship somewhere, be seen by somebody else that can appreciate the talent we have here.
Real quick. You said 80-something miles per hour?
Yes.
I want to clock that. Because I remember when I played ball, sometimes, and I coined this whenever I called Ram football, that's like some chancla throws right there that our moms would throw at us, because that chancla goes flying. That's what I called the fastball whenever I called baseball. When you throw that fastball, I'm calling that a chancla throw. So definitely that's a zipper down there. And like I said, Coach Gomez, Coach, definitely you do a fantastic job. Let alone this is a volunteer more than anything. Your time, you take away time from your family, take time away from your job. Let alone you do that full time, then come and take the time and teach these young kids and show them and build up that talent. Let alone show them great sportsmanship and first and foremost grades. I'm pretty sure they can't play if they're not passing.
They passed this year.
There you go.
They were there in the field all varsity season.
That you see, so definitely it. Not only does it go into Ram ball, but it goes into these traveling teams. But I'm gonna ask y'all something real quick. There is we just covered Little League. There's a lot of them going into the little young Babe Ruth, and I want an answer from both of y'all. Is as parents show these videos as we're live on Facebook and YouTube, what do you have to say to these little kids so they can stick out? One at a time.
What do I have to say to these?
Yeah, so they can keep going because, as more and more we resort to this, to mobile gaming, to Xbox, to Call of Duty online and e-streamers. Some of these outside sports kind of have been like, oh no, pues mom, I don't want to play. What do you have to say to those kids that are wanting to play, but they're just like, I love my couch too much?
Well, it's good to be active, and a big thing with like today's world is telephone. So every time you go out and play baseball, it's good to get somebody to record you play, because that's how you get your name out there, and that's how you send it to people. So for the upcoming players, for the younger people, the kids coming up to middle school and high school, they should really start recording themselves play and start and that allows them to see improvement, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's pretty good to have somebody to record for you and to see where you were and where you are now, and just to build on your past self. So yeah.
And it works. Before you get to your response, and I'm going to bring you a little quick example. This year we broadcasted Rams baseball, Queens softball. Obviously we did Little League and the championship for Babe Ruth. For the first time ever, my wife, which Chamo knows, es una campana. I say campana, she was a Queen City Belle. Queen City Belle. So let alone, I know what my daughters are going to do, right? Either they're going to be a cheerleader or what? A Queen City Belle. Well, one of them is already going down that path. But my second one surprised me. My second one said, my little Leslie, Nicolasa, que le digo así, she goes, Dad, let me try softball. What? I said, what? I mean, she's doing tumbling, she does cartwheels, she does all that in school and at the house, and she goes, I want to try softball. I saw you go to these softball games with my brother Mike, and she liked it. She liked the girls doing that. She's like, I like soccer too, but you know what? Something about softball that attracted her. And she says, I would have not seen it. It's something different from seeing it on ESPN than hearing me call it. Hearing me call our reinas. Local.
Girls that you might know.
Yeah, Giselle, you had Ari, I don't know if y'all know her. Whenever she threw her fastball, it was a hot, stinky cheese. That's what I called it whenever she threw her softball. So she's like, Dad, I want to be a part of that. So definitely, like you said, us showcasing you guys, the little kids, and different type of sports helps seed something different and say, you know what, I'm going to give it a try. But what do you have to say for the young kids out there?
Work hard, And nowadays, a lot of these kids, it's like, I go out of town with mostly Chemo a lot, and he would tell me, he always tells me stories of how him and his friends, they would walk to the field, or they would they'd find a way to get to the field, and nowadays it's like there's always an excuse for everything, or hey, I don't have a ride here. Find a way to get there, So like just like wanna get better at what you do, work hard. Don't be good at where you're at. Want to get better, So just for all the young ones out there, just work hard, never give up. And just grind and have fun. Yeah, that's basically what it is.
That is it. I'm gonna ask one more question. Then my brother, I think in Christ here, Mike has another question for you. What are you expecting for yourself this coming up year? Well, I want one of y'all to both answer. What do you guys? Do you guys have set goals for how your performance is going to be? As far as what, I want to better myself in this. What is one thing that you guys are going to do?
Right now, I think my defense is pretty much there. It's just I need to focus more on my batting, and that's what I'm going to try to pinpoint this season is focusing more on my offense side to try to keep improving that and to lead up into Ram baseball. So by the time we get into high school ball, I want to be able to, be better on the bat,
There you go.
Time to hit the cages.
Time to hit the cages. Yeah, and I'm going to stay quiet because you said cages before we get there. What do you feel like you want to? What do you want to improve on?
For sure. Trying to at least make the starting nine. I rode the bench all that season. I'm still young. It is what it is. But for sure, the main goal this year is to for sure make the starting nine, and then after that, I want to just hitting is to me is the most important to me. If you don't hit, you don't score. You know, so it's simple. So for me, hitting was really what I want to work on.
I wish Javi Baez could be listening to you. El Mago could do Mago things, but his swish rate is not the greatest. He swings about everything. So even, come on, Javi Baez, if you ever watch this, you got a junior here telling you if you don't hit, you're not performing. So like I said, you guys all, like I said, you said something definitely want to be at the starting nine. Like I said, coach. For the Rams, off the top of my head, I can't remember. Coach Mendes. If they made it this far right now, definitely they deserve you to give them a shot.
For sure.
For sure.
So real quick, question for you guys, and I got a question for the coaches, man. So who's your favorite professional ball player right now?
Mookie Betts.
And mine's Javier Baez.
There you go, man.
Cubs.
Yeah,
Cubs. There you go.
All right, and then a question for either one of the coaches, man. Where can people sponsor, man? Where can people donate to help you guys out? I know you guys travel a lot. food expenses, hotel expenses, practice field expenses. I mean, stuff like that. Where can people reach out to you guys or donate or to sponsor you guys?
Yeah, we have a Facebook page, Primetime Baseball, for the ones that do have social media. George Avalos and I do run this 17U team. We also have a 16U and a 14U. So we have actually 3 age groups that we coach. Primetime Baseball, you can find us there. Send us a message. I mean, any donation is definitely appreciated and accepted. We do this for free, like Javier says. I work for the post office. George works on the flight line, and we take time out of our days. We don't get paid. We do this absolutely for free. We take time out of our jobs to take these kids out to be seen, coach them, and show them just the little nuggets that we know, and try to pass it on, not only in baseball but just also life skills. I can't say it enough that these kids are good athletes, but they're actually greater human beings. They're really good kids. We take a lot of pride on our baseball name, Primetime Baseball, and they do represent well in the city and out of town. I haven't had any complaints. They're good kids. And I think as a coach, that's really all you ask for them to stay competitive, have fun, but also, respect the game, respect the players, respect the coaches, and they do a marvelous job doing that.
That's awesome, man.
Real quick, and I said, I know it's one of the hardest things. You guys said, where do you guys practice? You say, anywhere I can put my home plate, my bat, and somebody throw at me. Del Rio, this is my challenge to you guys. This is my challenge. I know we're getting the field of dreams. I know we are. But till when, I don't know. I know my good friend there, Mr. Jay Mendoza, he has his own little batting cages. But these kids that you're seeing here, they need somewhere to practice. They need somewhere. So definitely take the time, and when it comes to these type of organizations trying to build something, build a sports complex, trying to build, it's for them.
Yeah.
It's for them right here, these two. For me and Chemo, probably a little too late for that. We're too late for that. We missed the bus a long time ago. Probably where I need to go spend my time is probably the treadmill that I can easily fund myself. But these kids need that help. When I first, to give you an example, Coach Taylor from football, 2 years ago when he barely got into the program, he said there's no gym. I'm not sure if there's probably no gym yet at the 7th and 8th grade. Like a weight set gym. They're practicing with that mobile lights that you guys turn on, with car lights of the teachers. Come on, are kids doing that? So definitely that is my challenge to you guys, Del Rio. Help whenever something starts. Batting cages, X, doesn't have to be just baseball. Any type of field practice, it's for them. For these right here, these kids right here that are gonna go off and do something. Like I said, for me, my brother Mike, Chemo, Coach George Avalos here, that time is long gone. We're dedicated to making them better, our jobs, our family. And real quick, I want to ask you, Coach Avalos, something real quick. I know you guys said you guys need help, but like as far as what is one thing that these players have shown this season, this time around, that you think has dramatically changed?
The drive, man. They have the drive to play. No matter what situation we're in, they never give up. I know back in the day, they would get their heads down, like, hey, we're not good enough. But as time goes on, playing these hard teams, they know they can compete now. So every game's been different. We learned something every game. So that's good for them. I enjoy watching them play. Like I said, proud of them. And we're going to keep going now. We got, like you said, 14 kids that we have. They all practice together. So these guys are showing our little kids what it takes to be out on that field, and we can't ask for anything else.
That is great news. I love to hear that. More than anything, I hope with a new athletic director that we have somehow incorporates this young talent that we have to our little leagues, to our little Babe Ruths, to take the time and do that. I know, I'm not sure if you guys saw one stream that I did where the Queen softball went out to the little league in Tacoma Field, and they did a little practice thing on there. Coach Snoopy, Coach Snoopy took that out of his own and said, "Hey, I'm going to go do this." Well, what we got there, brother?
A couple of shout outs here on Facebook. We have Ms. Norma Gomez says, "Way to go, PTB." Chris Talamante is watching. Mr. Hugo Sanchez is watching. And also Cristina Resendez Vargas, PTB. So proud of our boys. So I mean, people are watching, man. People
We
are
have the
definitely.
support from the family. The family's
Yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah, man.
Parents. I mean, we've never had any issues with parents' arguments or anything. We try to get all the kids playing time. But we've had a lot of great support.
That's awesome, man. One more time, Chemo, where can they donate?
They can find me on my Facebook page, Adrian Gomez. They can go to our Facebook page that we have for the kids, Primetime Baseball. You'll see our picture. You'll see myself and the coaches there. You can shoot us a message privately, and we'll get back with you. Anything that you can help us with, or just the moral support. Just having, if you see one of these kids walking down the street, give them a pat on the back. They really are, really putting Del Rio, back on the baseball map. So definitely, any which way support is definitely.
Do you guys have any current sponsors right now you want to shout out to?
There's quite a few.
This is the time right
Yeah,
now.
so just give them some free publicity, man. There you go.
We had, I know, JP Sanchez.
JP Sanchez has helped us out. Raul
Larson,
Sanchez,
Frank Larson,
Mr.
Raul
Larson,
Sanchez.
OJ Fuentes has helped us out from Wash and Go. There's been some people that have reached out to us.
That's
Chucky's
awesome.
Beef Jerky, and they do help out. It's a small community, so you also feel it on our side. We don't want to be going to the same
Of
people
course, yeah,
every time because we understand that it's a small
Tough times
business.
right now,
It's tough times. So, a quick story: we played about a month ago in Austin at Concordia University. We played against Michael Brown. I mean, legend here.
Yeah, man.
And he was super excited to see that a team from his hometown was competing in this type of competition. And just him kind of talking to us and talking to myself and saying now he's coaching down in Westlaco. It was a fun experience to say, hey, a team from Del Rio representing and we're playing on a college field. It was pretty cool in itself. So it definitely, I mean, we're the name is getting out there slowly but surely. So that's what we're trying to do for these kids.
That's awesome, man. Real quick, man, congratulations to you guys. I know you guys have, like I said, y'all play year round. You guys have had pretty good season this year. Just keep it going, man. And if y'all ever need anything from us, man, let us know, man. We'll be willing to help you guys out.
We definitely appreciate y'all having us and spending some time with us. I mean, I know the kids definitely enjoy it and they look forward to it.
I didn't get that accomplished this past season, but I will this year. Me doing a sponsorship swing thing. Where we're gonna to raise money for a strikeout derby. I'm pretty sure that's what it's gonna be, But I'm pretty sure what's the fastest you can throw?
I mean, pitching. I really don't. I really don't pitch that
off
like 75.
Still,
damn.
Might have a chance.
He does.
What can you throw here, son?
I'm not sure. I've never measured.
He's got a lot of good recognition from other coaches that we play. They see him playing, they're like kid's good.
Yeah. There you go.
And I mean, that's what we're doing it for.
Superman.
For sure.
There you go.
Coach of the Rams. This is one you need. Two kids you need to be watching. But really,
He was a starter.
You starter.
And you were a second team all district or honorable mention.
Honorable mention.
There you go, man.
He does his thing on the field, both off and on. Summer league and during the season. So I mean, he got studs.
One thing before, obviously, we have seen a big dramatic uptick in baseball. Before where baseball wasn't so popular. Now, my dad just came back from the All-Star game. My dad went to the All-Star game. He went to the Home Run Derby. He was there at the All-Star game. My dad said, "Mijo, this thing was packed." I'm not one to say, but I think everything changed once the Cubs won the World Series. No, go with it. Once the Cubs won the World Series, I feel like there was so much interest in baseball, from that home run derby, that Kyle Schwarber and Ron Harper went at it. That was a great one. This one was neat to say.
This year's home run derby was awesome.
Alonso, I think he was just swinging like a back practice. He wasn't he was having fun. But other than that, guys, how do you guys like the attention in baseball being back again from where it was before?
Baseball has always been a big sport, but I think it's starting to, it's a continuously growing sport, and yeah, it feels good to have more people talk about it and more people talk about the big stars in MLB and stuff, and yeah, and then there'll be younger players that continue to make the sport grow, and then
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, man, even here locally, it's picked up. I mean, just because of stuff like Jack playing.
Yeah, Jack playing.
Hitting that home run for the Angels the other day. He's coming back to home plate and giving the high five to Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah.
Like, that's a huge thing just for anybody from here. The other day, that kid, Tres Barreras from Eagle Pass hit his first home run for the Nationals, man. So locally, I mean, these guys are getting exposure playing in these tournaments. Locally, man, everybody's into baseball right now just because of those two guys in the big leagues, you know.
I mean,
Luis Flores too. Yeah, Luis Flores had a great career, man.
Coaches, you know, these kids and coach some of these guys as a freshman, and you know, just being surrounded with someone that you know is one. Their brother-in-law's a big leaguer.
Hey, and he's done it too, though. He played professionally too.
He played professionally. You know, it's big time. You know, not too many school districts can say, "Hey, we got these type of coaches here."
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
it's a
something
big
to
time
definitely
thing.
look forward to.
Heck yeah, man. So yeah, again, thank you guys for coming in, man. I appreciate it. I know it's last minute, but
Real quick, your Twitter handles,
Your
your
social,
Twitter,
man.
your socials for any of the. If y'all are single, ready to mingle, if not, then don't throw them out there. But if you do, it's any where they can follow y'all at.
Definitely get on your Twitter handles because y'all did come out in those.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have Twitter.
Twitter, Facebook, Insta,
Facebook,
Snap.
Yeah, Facebook, Mario Soto. Snapchat, Momo Soto 23.
Momo
Sure you can find
Soto.
me.
There you go.
Momo Soto. What about you, my young apprentice here?
Superman.
I'll give y'all my Twitter. My Twitter's Wilson Smith 25 with 2 L's. Make sure y'all put 2 L's in Wilson.
Make sure. Single or you taking? Take it because he said make sure you throw that double L. That means he's wanting that chemo. Coach, you guys do a fantastic job taking the time out of your all's busy schedule, let alone definitely if businesses out there if you have a little bit in el colchoncito of there, support PTB.
Have y'all played locally? No?
We actually had a meeting yesterday that with Keith Hamilton. He's running the league in Eagle Pass.
Okay.
And he's trying to do something here.
Okay.
Hopefully, city officials, school,
work
everyone
with
kind
the field to get the
comes
field
together and maybe Field of Dreams, maybe Roseville, maybe something.
He's got big plans for the future.
That's
So
awesome,
hopefully, get grandma and grandpa, like Javier said, kind of steal that line, when they would record games. I'd love but y'all did because Tia can't make it.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Grandma, grandpa. So hopefully we can actually play a tournament here, bring teams that we know, and, you can see talent here,
For sure, man.
I would love to see a civil war.
A civil war.
Yeah, between here, like I know there's other traveling.
teams, right? So
I would love to see something that you know what I mean? That would be, I wouldn't mind doing that. Even that, a battle of the border of traveling teams between us and our good friends of the EPs, los Kikapus allá. Los Kikapus. But definitely, guys, PTB, definitely, whenever you see them out there or playing, go support them because you're supporting this young talent right here. It's not about the coaches. It's not about these gentlemen here. Yes, he does a fantastic job in delivering your quincons at the beginning of the year. And this man is making sure he keeps our training pilots safe there at the base. But definitely, it's not about them. It's about these two young gentlemen here, let alone they gave you their
11 guys on the field also, right there.
We have a total of 23 kids.
23 kids. Oh,
23.
Okay.
Wow.
August 7th, we have a 15U tournament in bracket.
Okay.
And in August, we start, September, we start
our fall league. We'll put all 3 teams that we have there in Eagle Pass.
Hey, maybe we can make a trip to
You
practice.
give me a huddle at one of y'all's practice, just to see if I can hit off a Superman here. I got. Yeah, I'm saying, but I'm just I gotta bust out my old Louisville Slugger, and I gotta go with Jay Mendoza. Be like, dude, I gotta go practice.
I gotta practice because these kids are gonna tear me up.
They're gonna tear me up, or I'm gonna end up taking a ball hit or something. I'll be like,
Be sore afterwards.
You have?
Yes.
Can you hit off them?
No, they can't. They can't.
They can't. Literally, you can't. They can't.
No, I mean we have good pitchers. I mean we have pitchers that throw, in the mid 80s, and we have pitchers that do hit 80s. Jonathan Barragan throws hard. Sebastian Patino, that kid is an absolute monster. Thomas Gambrell, Aiden Natividad, Kiki Avalos. Those kids throw hard. They throw really hard, and I mean they're our pitchers. We live and die with them. Yeah. Joey Reese, he's another pitcher that we throw. The guys from Brandeis. That guy's an absolute animal too. So our team is comprised of, just great athletes, man. Really, really.
That's awesome, man. We'll have to get to. Maybe we can make it to one of those games in bracket.
Yeah,
games.
definitely.
Not too far of a drive there for us. It ain't too bad.
We'll buy you breakfast.
De ahí hasta nos compran tacos. Guys, I greatly appreciate PTB on their socials. They gave their socials. If you're looking for a date, you young little girls out there before you go back to school, these right here. You got Superman, and you got Mr. Momo, the Del Rio version of Javi Baez in the house. Thank you guys, really appreciate it, man. Great huddle.
Thank you.
Great huddle, guys. We'll be back with our closing segment of the huddle here in the last couple of minutes. Yeah, man, they almost got me going political there, brother. They almost got me going political. No, hombre, chamo, almost got me going political. Ya cuando me go political, I start making phone calls.
Bring up on Town Talk next week, man, because that's something that I don't know. That really bothers me that these teams from Del Rio can't even use the field here.
Yeah, I mean
that's ridiculous. That's what coaches. We were just talking about that right here off the air, and I was asking, why don't we just do a tournament here? Raise some money or whatever. And he's saying, man, we can't access the fields. We can't get on Roosevelt Park or whatever, Bank and Trust Field or whatever it's called. I mean, that's ridiculous.
But
local kids.
But the Kickapoos and Eagle Pass will let anybody go.
Yeah, Eagle Pass School District or Eagle Pass City or whatever will let them use the field over there, but they can't use their local field here.
No,
that's ridiculous. That's something I'm gonna have to bring up.
That's bad.
Maybe I can send a message to Anita and maybe see.
Anita, Bruno,
Silencio, Bruno.
Silencio, algo. Everybody.
Did you see that?
You know.
Movie?
Yeah.
Stop laughing. But anyways,
fantastic. Huddle. Love it. If we can make a civil war happen between Ducks and PTB or the other team, the Patriots.
I know there's a few travel teams. Hey, same thing out to them.
Yeah.
PTB was the first one that reached out to us, but Patriots, Ducks, if y'all want to come out here and do a spot like we just did, hey, ask for sponsorships, whatever we can do to help you guys out. Hey, that's what we're here. We're here to